On a par with current clinical innovation is, it can never save you from the issues brought about by a way of life that is unfortunate. Rather than getting a cutting-edge clinical fix for each issue, it is far superior to live so that you will scarcely ever become sick. An ounce of counteraction is absolutely in a way that is better than a pound of fix. Here are 7 hints on the most proficient method to carry on with a long and sound life. Furthermore, a similar way of life that encourages you to stay away from ailment additionally causes you to get more fit. 1. Get enough exercise. In the past, individuals needed to utilize their actual bodies over the span of their typical work. However, today somebody may get up, go to work in a vehicle, at that point plunk down, get up to return home in the vehicle, and while showing up at home, plunk down again for the remainder of the day. In such a day-to-day existence there is no actual work. This actual dormancy is one of the principal explanations behind a large group of sicknesses. Game, running, strolling and different things should be added to our life if our typical work doesn't expect us to endeavor genuinely. 2. Rest when you feel tired. This may sound straightforward, yet numerous individuals keep awake until late in any event, when their body is disclosing to them that the time has come to rest. Yoga and Ayurvedic specialists likewise state that it is smarter to rest in the night and be dynamic during the day. Notwithstanding, individuals, for example, understudies will take espresso and energizers to concentrate late into the night. Others build up the propensity for staying dynamic around evening time and dozing during the day. While we can do this, it in the end negatively affects well-being. Elective well-being specialists state that this sort of unnatural living is one of the contributing variables in the causation of malignant growth and different sicknesses. 3. Eat when you feel hungry. This is likewise a straightforward thought, however by and by we frequently conflict with the messages of the body. On the off chance that you eat habitually or because of prevailing burden at certain time, in any event, when you have no genuine craving, at that point you won't process your food appropriately. Acridity and acid reflux start, and this adds to the probability of other more unpredictable sicknesses flourishing. Having a hunger is really an indication of good well-being, however on the off chance that you have no craving you should stand by a piece and, at that point, eat. In the event that you have no hunger even in the wake of anticipating a sensible measure of time, at that point you ought to counsel a specialist since something isn't right. Closing parenthesis. 4. Fast on a regular, systematic basis. On the off chance that you would request that any individual work 365 days out of every year with no rest, they would gripe and state that they should have some rest or, more than likely they will separate. Be that as it may, we have never tried to get some information about our stomach-related organs which we force to work for quite a while without a rest. They can't fight the manner in which an individual would to his chief, yet they do give us flags that they can't work constant. At the point when we disregard those signs and still propel them to work, those organs separate. That is the reason occasional fasting is vital. Cease from eating for one complete day. This gives a rest to your stomach-related organs and furthermore helps in the disposal of squanders from your body. Ordinary fasting permits an individual to pick up additional time for scholarly or other worldly pursuits. Fasting isn't for loners in a cabin, yet is a reasonable practice that anybody can rehearse. 5. Wash with cool water prior to heading to sleep. As referenced above, legitimate rest is fundamental for the upkeep of well-being. In the event that you wash your significant engine and tangible organs, hands, arms, eyes, legs, mouth, private parts before rest utilizing cool water, this will loosen up you and set you up for profound rest. 6. Perform contemplation consistently. Your body is connected to your brain. A significant number of the infections of this period are psychosomatic. Stress and uneasiness negatively affect our actual well-being. Reflection is a psychological exercise which, in addition to other things, permits you to withdraw yourself from the concerns of life. Gain proficiency with a straightforward procedure and do it routinely. 7. Rise early consistently. Indeed, the old maxim, right on time to bed, ahead of schedule to rise makes an individual sound, rich and astute. I don't have the foggiest idea whether it will make you affluent, yet it will positively make you solid. Your body needs barely enough rest, not all that much and not very little. Follow these tips and you can't turn out badly. On a par with current clinical innovation is, it can never save you from the issues brought about by a way of life that is unfortunate. Rather than getting a cutting edge clinical fix for each issue, it is